A generator on top of the balcony. The only way most places can get electricity at the moment. Loads of birds in the sky. That's a bad sign. There's kids over there walking back from school. This district's in a full blackout. Hello guys, from a winter's day in Chernivtsi this evening. It's not going to be a long video. I'm just going to walk around for an hour around sunset and show you just how dark things get in the center. So yeah, have a walk around and show you the situation here on the ground in western Ukraine. So I just went for lunch in the place we normally go. We got through the starter, all fine, music, electricity, warm, and then the power just turned off and the place went dead. And the music stopped, the place went dark. The toilets were pitch black. They had just candles up in the toilet, so you can easily, it's hard for the aiming. So I'm sure you gentlemen know what I'm talking about. Bad enough when it's light. At the moment it's like half and half. You can see a few places here, like these cafes. They're without light, there's still people inside there working. Here, so we have a generator on top of the balcony, as we can hear. It's up on top. So they have electricity only because they have a generator. It's a Georgian place. And it's quite strange how this side of the street has electricity, we can see, and this side doesn't, only generators if they're lucky. Very patchy, the blackouts. So, and it's also to a schedule too, so it's not a case of the whole city doesn't have power or does have power. It's very much planned at the moment, and each place gets a certain amount of electricity, and they try to schedule it bit by bit. So if you need electricity, you can always go to the next district and find some. Not sure if they're going to turn on these lights above us tonight. Last night they did, which was the first night since we've came when they turned on the main street lights, so we'll see. And unfortunately, one victim of the power cut seems to be this restaurant here. So it used to always have tons of people inside last time we were here. They've got pretty good waffles. I don't know if they're still working. Oh no, they're closed. Don't know if you guys can see behind me, but because the traffic lights aren't working, they're having to, because the electricity isn't turned on, they have to put police onto the street to direct the traffic. Very similar to what they did in Tirana, Albania, although that wasn't because there were blackouts, that was just because the drivers don't seem to pay attention to the lights. Very common sound here at the moment is the sound of generators. We can see here there's one. The only way most places can get electricity at the moment. And of course, if you're a business, you need the fridges to be working all the time, and you need a stable supply of electricity. It's getting darker and darker now. Yeah, bad news, just got a call that our flat's got a blackout now. Well, our hotel. Terrible news. So yeah, now it's getting darker and darker as we speak. Ukraine in the daytime is like normal, like the Ukraine I always remember. But Ukraine at night time becomes some like scene from a post-apocalyptic horror movie. It looks so, I don't know, Halloween-y, I'd say. Except Halloween's just a fairy tale story, unfortunately, here. It's a real life nightmare. And we can see basically all of this street, or I should say none of this street has any electricity. Yeah, this street here is so dark, and of course the road doesn't make it look so much better. It's probably getting a bit too dark to even see now. There's something cool down here at the end of the street. Hard to say, but it seems to be some kind of administrative building. I can see here. Lycée. Yeah, it's very dark now, we can see. Little dog down here. When you get a car coming down like this, you can see how dark it actually is. So you need the light to see the dark, basically. Let's go back up this street, see what we can find. And I imagine in most countries, if this happened, you had like blackouts, it would feel quite unsafe walking about the streets. But here in Ukraine, especially in Chernivtsi, I still feel very safe walking about, and you see lots of people walking about, even women by themselves. I think a lot of it is because, yeah, it's a tough situation. Everyone's in a situation together and nobody's wanting to take advantage of the darkness. Although I imagine in some countries it could cause chaos having no street lights at night time. We can see here a little old lady still, well, we can't see here unfortunately, but we would be able to see here a little old lady walking down the street by herself. Saying that it's only 4:30. Feels a lot later. Oh, the birds in the sky. That's a bad sign. Where are they flying away from? Whoa, there's so many of them. Even more now coming here. like an endless stream of birds flying away from somewhere. So as you can see, guys, it gets pretty bloody dark in Ukraine these days in the night time. Not even the night time, like 4:30. And it's like this, there's kids over there walking back from school. I think it's going to be one tough generation. This generation of kids in Ukraine. Give it 10, 15, 20 years time, when they're adults, they're going to be a bloody tough bunch. And this street's totally pitch black. So we can see these guys, maybe because they're block, have some electricity. They're probably on the schedule. And these poor guys down here, they've probably just had theirs turned off unconditionally. It's probably just get a generator and survive kind of situation. And now we can see the torches start coming out. People start walking with torches, like this lady over here. I might have to get mine out soon. We've got a synagogue here. Constructed in 1923. You can see by the gates. So a big Jewish influence in Chernivtsi. There were many Jews here. Not so long back. This is the central synagogue of Chernivtsi. They've all, not all of them, but most of them moved out, I believe, probably around World War II, but I'm not too sure, maybe even before that. This district's in a full blackout, we can see. I like it when cars come past because they can light up the way. Yeah, not a single light at all in this street. This street here is in a full blackout now. Down here, the same. And this here now is pretty significant because this is a city centre street here. And there's been actually quite a few cases of people getting hit by cars recently because it's so hard to see pedestrians for drivers. They can just jump out of nowhere, especially after the pub. And yeah, unfortunately it's been happening more and more since the blackout started. Pedestrian casualties and fatalities, unfortunately. Our block of flats, at least our block, has been so lucky until now. We've literally not had one blackout until literally the minute I started filming this video. Yeah, I'm looking now at our block and it's totally pitch black. It's a city centre block. So yeah, we were very lucky up until now, and now we're going to experience firsthand, I suppose, how the other 80% of people live, because until today I've just been filming but not really knowing. So I suppose today I'm going to find out.